Hello, good morning.
Bonjour.
Welcome to what is it?
Episode 40?
40, officially 40. We did have a little bonus one last week with Amber, which was just an audio one, just to sort of keep you all ticking over. But now we are back.
So is it going through its podopause? Is there such a thing?
Well, I don't know. I think it's just, it's hit the big 4-0. I don't know what that means, but
Apparently, is it 50 when you're really content, or 40?
I think 40 you sort of start panicking a bit. 50 you don't give a shit.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
But yeah, we're back. Hello.
Hi. I wasn't needed
No,
last
I
week.
had a co-presenter.
Yeah.
Or co-chatter, which is always nice. So she's off back to uni soon.
She was more upset that the video didn't work.
But we don't talk about that.
Oh, we don't talk about that?
No.
Oh, God.
Because that was not announced.
Oh, I just announced it.
Honestly, there's no. Oh, it's quite loud. We've got the window open, so if it's a bit noisy, sorry.
Sorry.
But it's quite warm in here. I would like to talk about children and how people behave around children, sporting events
Where are we
particularly.
going with this? Gary Glitter?
Not that bad,
Okay.
no, but it's still quite a thing. Right or wrong, there's obviously a lot of people find it a wrong thing. Anyway, I'll explain. It's big sporting events. Obviously, everything is on camera now. Everything is captured on video.
Coldplay.
Put out, the whole Coldplay CEO. This is another CEO
Oh.
in trouble.
Oh. Have I seen this one?
Not by having an affair, but at the US Open, it was a Polish player, tennis player, can't remember his name, or pronounce his name, I'm very sorry. But he came over to sign, stuff for people.
I have seen this.
And he was standing next to this boy, and the player was looking down, signing stuff, and he went like that to hand his baseball cap, took it off his head and hand it to this kid. And this CEO guy, I'm calling him a CEO guy, just grabbed it.
Do you know he's a CEO
Yes,
guy?
it's been huge.
Oh, I see.
So he grabbed it off this kid's. The kid was just about to get it, and he snatched it away from the player, gave it to his companion to put in her bag. I'm saying companion because you never know these days.
You don't.
In her bag, so it was all done secretly. I was
Yeah.
like, mate, you're on camera. Literally, the whole thing was captured on film because obviously the cameras follow the players, whatever they're doing. And then you can see this kid going, "What are you doing?" Because it was meant for him.
Yeah.
So this CEO now, people obviously kicked off.
Has he been named?
He has been named.
And
His
shamed.
company has been named.
Oh.
He's taken everything off social media. People are now leaving really bad reviews. They've taken the review part down of their company. It's some Polish paving, or he's a Polish. So obviously a Polish player, so it's a big deal for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't snatch
Polish
out
company based in the US?
Yes.
Right. Oh dear.
Yes.
I do find.
So I just think that the moral issue is, yes, it's a very exciting thing for him because he's a Polish player, but it wasn't meant for him, and he knew that. That cap was not gone. He wasn't just going here. There was no eye contact. This is for you.
Yes, yeah, I'm with you.
It was literally in the direction of the child. The player unfortunately didn't see it. So there's been another one. A baseball player, baseball home run ball, gone into the crowd. It's bounced off people, landed on the floor. This dad, probably about 5 or 6 seats along, ran across to pick it up for his kid. And it was his kid's birthday, 10th birthday, took the ball back, gave it to his kid, and this woman where it bounced came rushing over and started yelling at him, screaming at him that it was her ball and it landed in her seat and how dare he take it.
Has she been exposed?
And he did the bigger thing and he gave it to her and went, "It's my kid's birthday, I'm not going to ruin his birthday by you yelling at me."
Yeah.
So both of these kids obviously have been noted by the players, clubs, whatever.
Oh, and have been.
So the baseball kid has been given a baseball bat by his favourite player. And the tennis kid has the tennis player, so the PR people have got on it, which is great.
Yeah.
And actually got him to meet the player, handed him a completely new baseball cap.
No
so
way.
actually just, it's just like, be nice, people.
But
Be nice. But it does come back to you, I think.
Yeah, I mean, let's say, right, here's a dilemma for you.
Here we go.
A moral conundrum. So
Conundrum.
you're in a crowd, Brad Pitt walks past and gives you his knickers. Well, no, he's not his knickers.
hope he's
Let's
not
say
wearing
he gives
knickers.
you, I don't know, something. something, and then
personal.
But he doesn't give it to you. He's giving it to the woman, and you grab it. Would you ever do that?
I wouldn't grab it. No.
Okay.
I really
Even
wouldn't.
if it was Brad Pitt's knickers.
No, I would not grab it. If he was giving it to someone specific, he threw it into the crowd, then I would
then
rugby
you'd fight.
tackle people, kill people in my wake
death.
to get it, because
Okay.
that's a free for all.
Oh, I see.
But if you're giving it to someone specific, then no, that's.
But we've talked about this. It's like obviously lots of things, televised events and stuff, but it's how people act when they know they're not televised. So for me, a big marker is, does someone stand aside to open the door, or it's how people act. The small detail is like
when they're not on show and they don't think they're sort of just doing a PR version of themselves.
Well, we had deep chats in the sauna, me and Flinny, the other day, and one of his questions
this
was...
This isn't a rude thing, this is like...
One of his questions, do you care about what people think about you? I went, yeah, of course I do. And I said, the only people that don't are either psychopaths or high-functioning CEOs. And that it sounds like this guy...
Well, it is. It's like you... Obviously,
I mean, he must have... yeah, sorry to interrupt.
But we do know nice CEOs. You know, you have a lot of clients who are CEOs.
Yes, and
they are nice...
have a moral compass.
People, generally. You specifically don't train people who aren't nice, because you just refuse to now, because you
just say, this place up the road you're like...
Yes, who take arseholes.
Yeah.
Asshole. But I think, there are lots of CEOs who are good, but I think that just shows, as you know, they've got to where they are because they've just fought their way to stop, trod on people on the way up, and they don't care. It does show their true colours.
We got to sing every other word. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that they got exposed and the kids got rewarded.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good
but
thing
I
for
do
the
find it amazing. And this happens when I went up to town last Wednesday, cycled up in the rain, see a client, stopped at the lights, because I will stop at the lights. I'm on my cheeky little electric bike, and I went over the line.
Why is it cheeky?
Well, it's not a true bike.
Okay.
I'm cheating a bit.
It's an electric
and then the guy deviated his path as he crossed in front of the lights, kicked the front of my tyre, and called me a wanker. And I was like, I said, you must be exhausted just being a tosser all day. What? He was just a horrible white middle-aged man with a football top on, just looked fucking horrible, but miserable. Miserable in life.
Do you think they enjoy being miserable? Do you think they just like...
But if he was looking for a fight, he didn't stop, because I was like, right, come on then. It really got my rage, because he came out of his way to kick my bike.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I tolerate this? Do I just keep quiet and do zen-like? I went, no. I'm just surprised that he hasn't been murdered. He's an oxygen thief. That's all he is.
Yeah, but you have this a lot with your motorbike, when you used to go into town a lot more, and obviously on the motorbike... you've got all your protective clothing and a helmet, so sometimes you sort of
you feel invincible.
But yeah, I just think but then you see people on bikes doing the same back to people in cars. Most people in cars are idiots. No. But there's a balance. I think when it's actually justified, when it's just provoked like that, then there's absolutely no...
Do you think... I mean...
He's just a very unhappy person.
Let's say this Polish guy
yes.
who grabbed the hat.
Yes.
If he'd come back immediately and go, oh my God, I've made a terrible mistake. This is one of my favourite players. I was just so...
caught up in the moment, really sorry.
I'm going to give the hat back. He would... I think everything would just blow over, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But he didn't.
What? Whether he didn't have an opportunity to,
yes,
or whether he didn't know quite what to do, I don't know. Obviously, you
have to take both sides sometimes, but
yeah, I know, and obviously, it's the heading is something like internet attack CEO millionaire who stole hat from child.
So it's
a bit exaggerated, but at the same time, like exactly that. If he can come back immediately. I mean, obviously, the guy having an affair at Coldplay is a bit tricky to come back with something from that.
Maybe he could do a Clinton and say he didn't have sex.
She just fell on him.
Yes, she tripped.
In the crowd.
She tripped and fell on him with her tongue out.
Didn't know she was going to be there. Just pure coincidence.
She works for me.
Oh my God! Hi! Didn't know you were going to be here.
Fancy you.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, sporting, like adults behaving at sporting venue. I mean, we've seen it with Sunday League football. I'm calling it Sunday League, but it's not. Finn's club.
Yeah, junior football. Junior
football when youth, where some of the parents
emotions
just so rude and aggressive, because generally you've got a young referee doing youth football a lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time, and the shouting and the blame, and I mean we've seen fights
I used to dread being a linesman.
Oh, it's just the work. I stopped going because I just couldn't
Yeah.
cope.
We had to have a line. What was my job? What was I? I was not health and safety. I was something. I had to.
Respect.
Welfare officer,
And
wasn't I?
you were respect because you have the respect line. No one respects the line. Well, a lot of people do, but there's.
It was
But
just.
I found some of our teams, our parents were pretty okay. A lot of the other teams, some of the teams we played, and then on other pitches, I remember turning round
Oh, yeah.
and there was an under-8, well, no, I think they were about under-17 team
Yeah.
kicking off. A parent shouting at one of the boy players, who then they started a fight on the pitch, and then I look across and there's like under 8s, I'm gonna say, playing, and dad's fighting on that one.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Anyway, so sporting, just be nice.
Nice.
Be nice in the moment, or apologise if you feel you've done something wrong.
We all make mistakes. I do feel like when the press get on top of something, I wonder how much leniency or airtime they allow them to come back. You know, this guy's made us make great story, brilliant story. Let's run with it. Let's ruin him. Yeah. And then actually he might say, "Oh God, what was I doing?"
Yeah,
but we haven't.
I don't know the time frame, but obviously, you know, that goes out immediately on the press.
Yeah.
You know immediately that you've messed up. So
I guess what you do is you put.
You're a CEO. You've got people in place who can deal with this stuff or advise you. Hopefully, but maybe he's just so arrogant he don't care. Who knows? Who knows?
There we are.
So that's sporting things. It's back to school. Everybody's gone back to school. And back to Amma's off back to uni officially tomorrow. So hopefully everybody's children are back at school and everybody's settling into their routine. You've gone back to school as well, haven't you?
I'll go back to school.
Back
well,
to work.
Started, yeah. We're
It's
back to
all
normal.
happening.
Autumn. It definitely felt like autumn. My birthday.
Obviously, Mark's birthday.
And then
happened.
as soon as my birthday started, the rain came.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was
Got
it?
a bit autumnal.
But it's nice now.
It's lovely.
We went to a birthday party on Saturday night. We went
Indeed.
to 50th, because we know young people. And that was very, very, very funny. I now have a new name.
Sparkly Suzie.
I have a new alter ego. So there's Vogue, and then there's
Sparkly Suzie.
Sparkly Suzie, I was known as.
But you know how you give player of the match?
Yeah.
Alison, whose party it was, gave you party girl of the party. Party person of the party.
Person of the party.
PPP.
That's quite tricky to say,
Yeah,
isn't it?
literally.
PPP.
Yeah, because you didn't stop dancing.
Well,
and you were fanning everyone.
Knew that she, like me, is all about the dancing when you go to a party. And if it's crap music or no one's dancing, it's really boring.
She's an old school clubber, isn't she?
She is proper raver. So
lots
she
of arms
wanted to be on the dance floor. And obviously not many people were dancing, so we kicked it off, or tried to. And then her mum, can I just say, her mum and her sisters, I named them the Nolan sisters because they're all from Ireland, which is, you know. But they were brilliant. They were literally on the
Lots
dance
of
floor.
energy.
They knew like all the like cool songs. They were dancing, even if they didn't know it, they were dancing. And then they were back the next day, apparently, back on the Vino.
Yes.
For lunch.
Yeah, the brother had come from Kazakhstan, worked for 48 hours, missed the flight because he fell asleep at the terminal, then got an economy. He's a big lad, he was like 6'4". Got an economy seat in the middle of the aisle, in the middle seat, and it was...
Yeah.
But he was Irish. You gotta love the Irish.
So it was really fun, actually. So the reason I got the sparkly thing was just why I'm sparkling today.
Yes. That's very modest compared
this
to your...
This is quite low-key sparkle. I don't want to, like, shock people, you know, and build it up.
I see.
Well, I am now available, obviously, for events, parties.
To sparkle.
If you need Suzie Sparkle,
Fluffer.
or Sparkly Suzie, to come and liven up your party, get in touch, please.
Sparky Spoons.
I will have many sparkly outfits to frequent.
Nice.
So that was fun. And then Flynho's first rugby match.
Yeah. But that rain recently, it's made all the grass pitches just look amazing. It looked like carpet. It looked beautiful. Sun was out. I remember it last year. It was really hot as well. First match of the season.
Yeah.
So yes, they played well. Some new youngsters in the team, and playing much more as a team than they did last year. I feel, even after one game.
But I think that is because a lot of Flynn's year group now, they're all playing together. I know there's new ones coming in from the year below, but their year has been particularly quite a strong rugby year.
Yeah.
So even their first and second team, so they're back playing with some of the boys they played with before.
Oh yeah.
So there is sort of this sort of unity of knowing that they play. Whereas last year Flynn was playing with boys year above.
Big boys.
The big boys who didn't quite, they hadn't really played with them that much.
True.
Haven't played with him.
True.
No play dates. So Suzie Sparkle available. Do we have a Mark Spitz today?
Oh, yes.
Do we?
Now, I'm going to cause... This might upset a few people. Yoga.
Okay.
I've had quite a few people that I've treated recently who are very flexible.
Okay.
Naturally, almost, you do the 3 tests. Can they hyperextend their arm? Can they hyperextend their knee? Can they get their thumb to their forearm?
Yes, I can.
You can do that, but you can't do the others. So you're only 1 out of 3. But the further east we go across the world, we become more flexible as a human race.
Yes.
So we have, anyway, I've got a couple of clients who are super mobile, but have terrible backs because they have this amazing mobility, but no stability, no strength around the joint. And then I was listening to a podcast with Patrick McGill, who's a back expert on the Peter Attia one, and he was saying that most people he has in for hip replacements and so on are either power lifters, people who have lifted, not necessarily power lifters, but people who have lifted heavy, and then yoga instructors. So I think Pilates is brilliant. Lengthen and strengthen.
Yep.
There's a bit of both there. You're putting yourself under tension as well as trying to increase range through the joint. I think yoga has grown up a bit. The problem is that people are trying to replicate what the instructor can do, who's super mobile normally. You're never going to get a stiff yoga teacher. They're always going to be, it's going to attract certain people. It's going to attract super bendy people. My problem with it is, and I think yoga is great, but it's when people only just do one thing. It's a bit like when they just sit on a bike, or they just lift heavy all the time.
Yeah.
There's this perfect wheel of fitness, and you want to be mobility, and you want strength, and you want cardiovascular, and you want balance, and you want all the other things. But that's the thing that gets me, is that I think the instructors are coming from this kind of Eastern philosophy, and you're like, you don't have to go to your end range.
Yeah, and I think that also depends on the instructor. So, like with everything.
I'm sure someone's going to tell me off.
No, but I mean, I agree with you, but I think in certain things, so say even in, gyms and PTs, you'll just have like meatheads who just lift heavy and, teach people to lift heavy, and that they don't have anything else to their sort of repertoire of training. Repertoire. And the same with yoga. I've done yoga in the past where you've had what I call like hardcore yoga instructors who come and try to bend you in half.
Miss.
And you're like, my body doesn't bend that way. I'm sorry. Hello.
What was the yoga we did? Where were we? Where you hold the poses for fucking ages?
That was in Costa Rica.
Not Ashtanga. No, what's it called?
Hatha. No, Morocco.
Hatha. That is just...
5 minutes or something.
That was fucking... I was in bits for like 2 days afterwards. Yeah. That was bollocks.
Yeah.
Why would you want to hold...
So yoga traditionally was designed to get you to breathe properly. It's not about the movement. It's
more meditation, isn't it? Meditation with movement.
Ashtanga yoga specifically. I'm not... Correct me if I'm wrong here, yoga people, because I'm not a yoga person. But what I've been told and understand from it is that yoga was designed for the breathing. So it's a form of meditation, believe it or not, originally. And the poses are just to sort of distract and fill the time for the breathing. So the breathing is the key thing.
Yes.
Which is very important.
Very.
Breathe.
Yes, well done.
And then the poses are secondary to that. And what's happened is everybody's flipped it and they're focusing on the poses and why can't you wrap your leg around your head and put your arm through your crutch and
look at your
and attach at the back
bunda,
and all that sort of stuff.
Whatever it is.
Rather than actually that's as far as you can get, stay there and breathe properly.
Yeah.
Rather than literally be in pain and you can't breathe at all. So I think that is where it's gone wrong in the middle ground. And then I think hopefully if you've got a good enough instructor, it's about the same with Pilates. It's no point pushing yourself into positions you can't do. You've got to get to a point and progress like any other sport and any form of training. But yes, if you have got multi sort of bendy people.
For a joint to be healthy, it needs range, but it also needs stability. It needs structures around it.
Tendon strength as well is one of the things that you're seeing a lot in sort of older people specifically, but also young where the muscles have got either too strong or too developed, or they're overuse, and then the tendons aren't,
Yeah, I mean, most tendinopathies come about from people getting a little too excited. The body can cope with amazing things if you build
yeah.
the intensity. But yeah, I suddenly thought about it, and being able to do lots of different things is rather important as we get older. The ability to still jump. We stop jumping. We jump as a kid. You see kids, waiting around at bus stops, and they'll be just jumping up and down, jumping off a curb, mucking about. I'm not saying that all adults should do that. I think it'd be good.
Like drive past and you just see all these like old people like jumping
Parkour.
jumping off the seats and like jumping off the bus
but we
stop.
stop doing it, and then it's like the expectation to run without any foundations of jumping. Running is jumping, or skipping, or so the ability to do reactional movements.
And it's trust in your body to be able to do it. My body is capable of doing it, but as I've got a bit older, even though I used to backflip on a beam, just certain things where I think also if you've had an injury or something, you're always a bit more cautious and protective. But I think there is times when in a safe environment.
Yes. So I'm sorry, yoga instructors, if I've upset you, but I think the ability to tell your clients, are they called clients? They won't be called clients. Your practitioners, to look at all aspects of their fitness and well-being,
and also understanding that it's not just about being super bendy, and that's what people think. Like, go back to the roots of yoga, because there's some very, very good yoga instructors out there that we know who are. But they've also, like you said, they've done other things, so they appreciate and understand
the importance of
techniques, or they've done a sport particularly, or they've gone into.
And
yoga.
don't get me wrong, certain yoga movements, those static squats and stuff, are great for building strength, but you're not at your full range. It's not like you're doing a whatever, trying to get your nose up your arsehole and holding that for 15 minutes.
Yeah, that is one of the main yoga things.
Or I remember as a kid at school, everyone could, if they were flexible enough to give themselves a blowjob. Sorry, no one. Well, unless you had a massive mouth.
Genitalia.
Yes.
Massive
anyway,
mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Sorry.
There we go. Mark's lowering the tone literally to his penis.
Sorry. Sorry.
Empty nesters. Let's go empty nesters. So recently we've got a few friends whose children have finally left home.
How are you going to cope? Because you do a lot for Flinny.
Yeah, I was just thinking, because I was just talking about a friend of ours who just recently, her eldest daughter's moved out. The middle daughter's just moved out this weekend. And the son is off to uni. So he's not left home completely, but obviously he's gone back to uni final year of uni. The middle daughter has literally moved around the corner. But it's it's not even the distance, it's just that whole like passage of life that means she's moved out and then she'll never live at home. When they go to uni, friends of ours at the weekend at the party were going, I can't wait till the kids leave home.
Yeah, they're going back to Japan again.
I was like, they come back, that, especially when they're at uni. They don't
move out. But there are periods where...
Yeah, no, there's months in between, but they come home and all our friends, because none of these students can afford to buy anywhere or rent anywhere because it's so bloody expensive.
True.
So they go to uni and then they come home and then they get a job hopefully, but they can't necessarily afford to move out because it's so expensive now for renting. So unless you've got savings or you've got a really, really good job, which is unlikely in your first sort of job out of uni, it's possible.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I don't know what the
on the wire.
I wonder what the proportion of relationship breakups are when that happens, because we've
seen a few, well, I know of a few where, so watch yourself, where you don't have anything in common anymore because the children have been the thing that have kept the people together, and once the kids leave you suddenly go, I actually don't know whether I even like this person anymore, or haven't got anything in common because you haven't maintained that part of your lives. You've just become
date night,
mum and dad, but not even that, just having some common interests. And also I think we are amazing because it's just like laughing and being silly, and people forget to be silly. Yourself,
I'm very serious.
Well, I know, but thankfully I'm not. Yeah. So, I can balance out
I'm the yin,
the boringness of you to the fun, sparkly Suzie. That's it now.
Do your fake smile again? Jesus. That's it. Oh, God. We've got a picture. Where's that picture? There's a picture of you doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, fake smile. Candid. Yeah, I think the empty nest, I do think the importance of, well, especially normally by that stage, you would think that the parents are at least 50, most probably. So I don't know what the average age of retirement is now.
Well, if your child's at university and it's, the relationship's been the same one all the way through, because it's not always.
So what should we, when we empty nest, what should we, I've got an idea, because you want us to do, we could go to our studio and sing our song together. That was my birthday idea, and that's the first time I've ever seen you just laugh at me. You thought it was a fucking terrible idea. You can sing. You can sing.
I can sing. I'm not a singer, but I can sing.
You can sing in a helmet. If I can sing with my bike helmet on. But you just laughed at me. You just made me laugh. You can go to these studios and you record a song. Shut up.
Record.
And you just laughed at me.
Well, it was probably just the wrong time.
Like Jason and Kylie.
No, yeah.
Especially for you. No.
We could, if that is something you really
no,
want
forget
to
it. Forget it. I was, after watching the Chris Hemsworth, I was going to take Hemsworth take up drumming after his Limitless.
Yeah. How long did that last?
Well, they were like 800 quid, the
About
drums.
30.
And then what stopped me was the logistics of clearing out the basement and going, oh, I'm going to put the drums.
You wouldn't be able to sit down there and be on the drums.
No,
it's too
and
low.
it's also damp.
It's too claustrophobic.
I don't think it's very healthy to be down there.
No, I just think it's too claustrophobic. The ceilings are very low down there.
Yeah.
Even if you're sitting down, it's not good.
True.
You have to build another cabin.
The other one I'm thinking about is DJing. Learning to DJ. So if you'd like to get me a birthday present of learning to
birthday's
DJ.
Just gone.
Well, next year I'll still be alive.
There's Christmas first.
All right, Christmas then, if they're being generous. A learn to DJ.
Okay.
And then I can play my Soul Funk Fusion and have Soul Funk Fusion nights. No, don't call me.
There's a lot of people.
I'm not going to be a commercial. I'm not going to go out there DJ.
Don't know.
DJ Freckle.
DJ Freckle.
In it. We saw Shy FX.
Exactly, about to say that.
I love Shy FX. Absolutely Shy FX. I can't remember when they started. 90s maybe?
Yeah, I think it was. I looked up his stuff, obviously, because I researched him.
Yeah. They're playing at Kingston Festival. It was brilliant.
I don't... Carnival. We had the Carnival.
I've got to say, Banquet Records have done so much for Kingston.
But we've lived in this area for 25 years, and we have never been...
Has it been going for 25 years?
The Carnival. Well, I think it's at least 20 years, because I got asked when they had all the street parties years ago.
You did Minky Mookie?
When the kids were little. Oh. No, I did Zumba.
Yeah, what was the Minky Mookie one? That was something
that
there.
That was nothing to do with the festival. That was a fun run.
All right.
So maybe it's been for at least 15 years. Then it's been going because.
Do you not look it up?
No, because I'm just remembering. They had those street parties. Our kids were little, and I got asked by the guy I think who was dressed as the king to do some Zumba thing at the carnival, and then it sort of never happened. I can't remember what happened. It was back in the day.
Oh, was he something to do with the organisation?
Yeah. He wasn't just standing up there.
As a king.
I think he's part of the cultural diversity part of it, because throughout the afternoon there was loads of different cultures, different dance groups, singers.
There's a lot of marijuana.
That was later on, I think. So they have sort of a procession through Kingston, lots of food stalls. So it's basically encompassing all the cultures in Kingston together, celebrating it. Everybody gets involved, and then they put on Banquet Records, put on this amazing stage. And
good sound system, yeah, it was very good.
And then they had 3 acts before, and then Shy FX came on to do just an hour.
They were very good.
Like 7 till 8 p.m. on a Sunday night.
I said to Flynn, can we
rent the marketplace?
Can we rent Shy FX for his 18th?
All right, won the lottery.
How much would that cost, do you reckon? Should we ask them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I can DJ now.
At least 100 grand.
I can DJ.
I would say.
Nice.
We get Banquet Records to sponsor it, maybe. But yeah, so they've done some brilliant events. So it was a very eclectic mix of people in the marketplace, and a lot of weed.
Yeah, there was a lot of...
And we took my mum.
Yeah, she was getting down.
She had no idea, because I think she thought it was like going to be someone singing lovely.
She did.
She says, I did. Because Amber said to me, you won't know who it is. Just so I listened to the... I was like, Mum, LBC. I'm not going to be playing Shy FX.
All counties radio.
3 counties, not even 4. 3 counties.
But she
radio.
did turn to me. She goes, "Can you understand what he's saying?"
I just watched her watching it, because she was just standing there going, because they had, obviously, I think it's Rage is the MC.
Yeah.
And then Sean X, and he was brilliant. And he obviously just hyping up the crowd and in between. And and he's obviously talking and singing some of the lyrics.
What was the remix they did at the end? What was the song?
Anita Baker.
Yes.
Sweet Love.
Oh, it was
I
good.
didn't realise I was like singing along. So it was me and another woman similar age standing. We were just under the awning, but just on the side of the stage at this point. So Amber could get close to take some really good filming and pics. And he starts playing Anita Baker, Sweet Love, and then drops in a massive bass.
Dirty bass.
Dirty bass. And we were just both singing there, like just crooning away to it, the beginning bit, and then obviously goes straight in.
How's it go? Cats and
No,
ducks.
kind
Cats
of.
and ducks. Nice.
That's not drum and bass though, that's more rave, isn't it?
Thank you.
So cool. Down with the kids.
You're welcome.
So you've got your friend over from Australia as well.
Little Damo.
Your little bestie.
Little Damo. Known him since I was 13.
He's actually originally English.
Yeah, but he's got a little Aussie tinge now.
Proper way. He's
Bit
lived
like
there for
Gordon, who's got-
25 years at least. No, more. 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, we're meeting for luncheon.
So
Be very
he's
nice with little
over.
Willie. Little Willie and
Which
Damo.
is quite good when he's over, because our kids then see why you're like you are as well, because you two just revert back to being...
I don't think I've ever actually inverted. What's the
No,
opposite
you
of revert?
haven't. But what I mean is, that compared to some of the other parents that we know that they come across...
Yes.
And like when we were with, Will Pearson, our friend, because you all revert back to being like schoolmates, like
No,
basically
again, we haven't reverted.
No, when you're together, it's sort of like exaggerated versions of each
see.
other.
I see.
Whereas individually, sometimes you forget to, and you're still a grown up occasionally.
Can I do that?
Not really.
I've got a little cold.
You have. You've had a bit of not man.
No, I've been functioning, but just been low.
Not man flu. It went through a phase where I thought it was going to hit full
It
on.
felt
man
like
flu.
I'd put poor petrol, not good quality petrol, into my engine. It was just, I was a bit spluttery.
Did you put the wrong fuel in?
No, because that would stop it working
You have
altogether.
done that though, haven't you?
Yes. I think every man has to. It's a rite of passage.
What did Flynn call it? Unleaded.
Unleaded. Do I put unleaded in? Right then.
An intelligent boy, sort of.
Oh, footprints upstairs.
Amber's waking up. She was at a
Do
barbecue.
you think we've woken her up with our dulcet
No,
tones?
I heard her moving earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, that's it, people. That's it for this week. We are back next week. Please tune in. You can see us.
Please,
and hear
yoga
us.
practitioners, please do some strength work as well.
Yes.
Thank you. Just make me happy, and it's all about me.
Keep balance. Be nice. Be
yes.
kind. And don't be too bendy.
Yes.